What's up, guys? My name is Marco. I'm a grateful citizen of the United States of America, and Donald Trump is my president. Yay! Yay! That's called a gancho al hígado, a hit to the liver, a hit to the liberals. Get it? A hit to the liberals. So I'm going live again. I tried to go live yesterday, and Facebook kicked me out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a ghost, the ghost of Facebook. What's up, Rosemary? I don't know what it was. We are fighting a spiritual war out there, guys. I know it. I feel it. And there's evil forces that are holding us from bringing our message of hope, our message of strength, experience, understanding, discernment. And let me do a little prayer because I don't want Facebook to kick me out again. So God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thy will be done and not mine. And begone evil one. This is what we do to the evil one. And this is to the evil one. I'm going to look at him in the eyes. You know that if my heart and my soul belongs to Jesus Christ, you have no power over me. Yeah. Okay, guys. So Facebook has been fragmenting all of us. And I talk to people that tell me, Marco, I hadn't seen one of your posts for a year. Yeah, prayers for America. Let's pray for America, guys. Especially right now with all the cartel things that are going on in Mexico. It's painful for me to watch that. You saw, I don't know if you've been watching what's going on in Mexico, but the cartels pretty much took over the city, and they show how much power they have. They went and got El Chapo's son from the bad hombres. No, actually from the government, because the government had captured El Chapo's son. And these guys, they said, no, not in our town. And, if you are from Mexico, like I am, you hear stories. People just hear stories, but they don't say anything. In fact, some people like cartels and El Chapo better than they like the government. They feel more secure with the cartels than they feel with the government, and that is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, and I was just waiting to see where this new president was going with all this. I'm going to end the violence in Mexico. I'm going to end the corruption. You can see that Andres Manuel López Obrador, AMLO, the current president of Mexico, he always said that he had a very special relationship with the people, and that he was going to go and create opportunities for kids, because I remember a lot of the sicarios, the narcos, all cartel operators, they are young people. They're millennials essentially, and so there's nothing better to do in those little towns, and Most of them, they don't want to be a doctor. They don't want to be they don't want to be a scientist. They don't want to be an attorney. They want to be a sicario. Uh, you see the you see hey Ignacio, what's up? Super Marco. They don't want to be a sicario. They want to be a sicario. You have the music, you have the narco corridos. Shoot, I like the music. I think it's very great music. But unfortunately, the message of the music, it's of lawlessness and super conservative. So today I got, this is the Latinos for Trump flag. I got a few of them today because the ones that we gave them all away, and we're out. Okay, we were out, so I got a new shipment. I'm only ordering a few at a time because we don't have funding for them. If there is somebody out there that has money, that's willing to invest on flags to give to patriots out there that otherwise cannot afford them, please let me know. I will give you the address of the person. I'll send it to you, and you send it to that person. There's 2 great patriots in my Instagram account. They're women that want the flag, and I haven't been able to afford to send them one for free. But if you can give them a flag or a shirt, you're welcome to. I give you permission, especially all those people out there that have money. Me, I don't. I live in California. I went bankrupt. Obama took all my money. Okay, the Chinese investors have my money. But anyway, Nacho Libre. Everybody say hi to my friend Ignacio. We make fun of him. I don't know if you have watched the movie Nacho Libre. It's a great movie. You have to watch Nacho Libre. It's a great movie to understand the old Mexico when Lucha Libre was great in Mexico. So I told this story today that when I was a kid, about 9 years old, this Hungaras came to town. Hungaras are Hungarian people, Hungarian women that come to town, and they read your palms, and they bring. In those times, we didn't have there wasn't a cinema or a movie theater close in that town that I was living in, close to Pihuamo, Jalisco, La Estrella, Jalisco. So once a year, this fair would come, and they would bring a mobile movie theater. Okay, so I remember I went against my parents' wishes. I think I remember. I was about 9, and I saw the first movie in my life, I think, on the movie theater. It was Superman, the first one. So when I came out of that movie, man, for the next 3 years, I wanted to be Superman so bad. I wanted to fly, mainly. Not Superman, but I wanted to fly, and I would go, and I got the biggest towel that my mom had. I would wrap myself around. I would wear the towel and just jump from the roof of our house to the pile of harvested corn. And I would do it again and again and again, and I just wanted to fly so bad. An imagination of a kid. There was moments that I felt that I was really flying because I was just like in the air, the rush of jumping. Gypsies, yes. Húngaros, gypsies. So those Húngaros, they know how to hassle. They would go to all the little, still they go, I think, to the little towns in Mexico, and they usually work like in circus. I remember I did work for them. They would just use me, so I would sell the popcorn and then just let me go in the circus and watch for free and then they would give me maybe a couple pesos there for helping them out. But so that's why Ignacio's calling me super Marco, super conservative, because today I can wear this and I am a super Latino. I'm a super conservative. And long live our movement that allows us to dream and to believe in ourselves again. Okay? Yesterday, I did an interview with someone at this radio station from the University of Utah, thanks to Ignacio. He put it all together. So these kids, they're on to the money. They have done some homework, and they did a little bit of investigating, and they understand that the central banking system has all the power in the world, and that they design this economic cycles and this recession that we were in, and how they purposely demoralize society. And I knew it. What they were talking about, I lived through it. You know, the theory is great, but I'm sure there's a few people here that would agree with me. We did live that demoralization, because all of a sudden, from having my American dream in 2005, doing great in real estate, boom, something happened and I lost my American dream. And for a long time, I was trying to figure out, how can you go from being so successful to just losing everything? All these people that were being foreclosed on, people that were going bankrupt, businesses, one, second generation that were being closed down. I saw, well, you guys know I'm in the banking industry. I think I'm still in the banking industry. I saw about 50 banks closed in 2007, May of 2007, June. 50 banks, you know, Greenpoint, IndyMac, Countrywide. Thank you, sir. Somebody says I'm a great American. Everybody say hi to the Jeffrey Eric, the prudent patriot. That's an awesome guy. You want to follow this guy? He speaks a little bit too much for my taste, because this guy's a genius. He's very smart, and he's, you know, but sometimes it's a lot to take in, but it's okay. He's a great guy. You want to follow the prudent patriot, and he doesn't just call you out on things. He's got the data to back things up, and that's what I like about this guy. Great friend, and I'm gonna see him on November 2nd. In fact, he's part of the Latinos for Trump California page. He's El Güero, we call him. And guys, that's what it's all about. You know, I went to Miami, and there was a meetup that we did, a Latinos for Trump meetup. We did a couple, but we didn't really want to make it public, the real one. You know, we made public the ones that we knew people were going to try to infiltrate, but the real one, we didn't make it public. There was Puerto Rican, there was Venezuelans, there was Cuban, Mexican, American. What a powerful bunch of people there, uniting in spirit, the spirit of the American dream, all telling each other stories. And at the end, we agree that this is the best country in the world, and that we are supporting the greatest president in American history for generations to come. So when I see people like Ben Berquan, Will Johnson, the Prudent Patriot, Mark Villarta, and we get together, we are people from all walks of life that normally would not mix. Normally, I don't think me and the Prudent Patriot, or me and other people would go to a bar and have a few drinks if it wasn't for the good of the Republic, if it wasn't for the spirit of the American dream, Um, and that is powerful. Not just that, but can you imagine you get people from California all the way in Miami, and people from New York that flew to Miami, and they get together and they're able to have a coffee and to talk about politics, taco politics. That is amazing. I mean, tell me where you have seen this before. I don't see the Democrats doing that. The Democrats are cannibalists. Kind of. They eat each other. They don't come together. And you know where I saw this? And if you can share my video, guys, because for some reason I can't go live on my public page. So I kind of have to share my video manually. Which is sucks. But hey, he has to, we gotta work what we have. So that's the beauty of this. The beauty is that we come together as patriots. We come together as concerned citizens for the good of our communities. And that's amazing. Not just that, guys, but I feel so unworthy. I feel so unworthy. People in Florida know who I am by name, and they tell me, hey Marco, when you said this, and not just people, I mean people from TV stations. That's America is being great for me again. I don't know about you guys, but America is being great for me again. And you know who asked me that? NBC. NBC asked me because they came to my house and they filmed a bunch of days there. They did a hit piece on me. I didn't know then that these guys, whenever you see these sharks coming with a microphone on their hand and a nice blue suit, they're there to kill you. Okay, guys? So the next time you see an anchor from the mainstream media with a microphone in their hand and a nice Armani suit talking to you, they're there to kill you. Okay? So remember that and be prepared for what you're going to tell these guys. Okay? Be ready to do the gancho al hígado. Okay, so who's here? So I'm going to be speaking with the adorable deplorable tonight. Great guy. He is part of the LGBT for Trump movement. He was in a panel at the AmpFest. I got to hear a little bit of their work. He talked to Donald Trump Jr. and he said, I want to be of help. Please help me out. So if you're not following the adorable deplorable, please follow him. I'll put his link later here today, and we can take it from there. Guys, my flag is available. There's 3 ways you can help the movement. You can buy one of my shirts. You can get this flag. I have signs that I can send to you, and let's go and shake some trees and get this movement going. Because the crazy liberals have been doing push-ups, they have been making up lies against Trump, and we need to go into our communities and we need to wake people up. Don't tell me how many people you're talking bad about in the movement. Don't tell me how many people are doing this that you don't like. Don't tell me how many people don't love Trump the same way you do. Tell me how many people have you brought in the movement? Because all I hear is, oh, Marco, did you know this person is this? Did you know this person is that? I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what, as long as you pushing this Donald Trump agenda forward, you got my support. So Let me see. I'm not seeing a lot of your comments here. Okay, there you are. So, again, okay. So I always forget what I'm going to talk about. I think I'm getting old, guys. Shoot, I'm only 45, and I'm sometimes I start forgetting things. I hope I don't forget that I'm a Republican and I support Trump. So, what I tried to say on my live yesterday, I'm pushing this, and I'm not much of a salesman in this movement because I don't think we should do it to sell stuff. We should do it to earn hearts and minds out there. But this is a tool that it's available and that I want to have it available. It's the funding documents, okay, written by David Shetokas. I'll put a link of the product later. So this guy translated the Constitution to Spanish. And before you tell me speak English, let me tell you what's up. I know that everyone should speak English. Okay, in fact, that was the topic of the discussion yesterday. If you have been here for 30 years and you don't speak English yet, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But the first day that the Constitution was completed, okay, you can quote me on this. You can go and this is a real note here. They printed 4,500 copies of the Constitution. Okay, 1,500 of those were in Spanish. Pardon me. No. Don't quote me on that. They were not in Spanish. They were in German. So, let me say that again before you say Marco's lying. So, the first day they printed the Constitution, they printed 4,500 copies. 3,000 of those were in English, and 1,500 of those copies were in German. Okay? Because there was a big German presence then. Rosemary says, wish I could speak Spanish. So, the founding fathers understood. They knew how important it was to deliver this message of this experiment, of this vision called the United States of America, to deliver the message in the native language of the people that were going to make this happen. That's why they did it in German. And later, in New York, there was a big, they printed a bunch of constitutions in Dutch because there was a lot of people from Holland, Hollandeses. So you can say that back then there was no discrimination, that patriotism had no color, patriotism had no language. It was just America. And we were going to integrate our distinctiveness into this beautiful dream called the United States of America. Now, of course, if those Germans didn't speak English, we were not going to keep printing constitutions in German for all generations to come. Eventually, they were going to integrate, right? Well, same thing with Hispanics right now. Okay, so I think this cápsulas constitucionales should be in every household where there is a Spanish first language speaker, right? Like mine. When I speak in Spanish, in fact, I did in Miami, I did a in studio program where I spoke all Spanish, and I can see that You know, it's my first language. English, I only get about 85% of what you say. And I don't even know if you get 100% of what I'm saying. I don't know if 100% of what I'm saying. But I'm making an effort. You know, and people make fun of my accent, and I make fun of my accent. You know, I apologize for having a very thick French accent. And I tell people I'm working on it. I am trying to make an effort to not have an accent. But it takes time, and it's a process. It's not something that you can just say, oh, I want to be an American tomorrow. Well, good luck. It's a process. 28 years for me so far and counting. And I'm not there yet. But I have taken certain steps. Because America is a promise for a promise. America gives you the promise that if you're willing to take certain steps and you want to have what America has, the American dream can happen for you. And it has happened for me. You know, on a Monday morning of a summer of 2003, I raised my right hand and I became a citizen of the United States of America. And that is my story, and I'm going to keep going with that story because that's what happened. It was then and there that I took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And every naturalized citizen out there should be reminded of this once in a while. If I ever forget, if you ever see me going a little too far to the left, I want you to remind me. I want you to tell me, Marco, I remember you saying that you took an oath to uphold the Constitution and defend the Constitution from domestic and foreign terrorism. Okay? Now, it was then and there in that ceremony, and it's so important that I continue to talk about that ceremony because there is also a renunciation of allegiance to your country of origin. And nobody wants to talk about that renunciation. You know why? Because Jorge Ramos, if he talks about that, he will see that he's a freaking snake, that he's a traitor to this nation. Ana Navarro. So I encourage you to go and find this oath and this renunciation of country of origin and tweet it to Jorge Ramos, tweet it to Ana Navarro, so that they too remember what they sworn. The importance of this day for me, that my battery is going down. You know David, the author of this book, his mom. It's a great story. I wish he would tell you the story, maybe one day. His mom would celebrate her birthday on July 4th of July. She would celebrate her birthday whenever she became a citizen. For her, because she lived in communism in Lithuania under the Russian Communist Party of Russia, she lost about 8 kids, I believe. I don't know if it was his mom or his grandmother. So, because they were able to come to America and escape from that oppression, she would celebrate her birthday the day that she became a U.S. citizen. She would not celebrate her belly button birthday, because that wasn't her birthday. Her birthday was the day that she was born into an American. The day that she was given equality of condition. The day that she finally had the Constitution, the founding documents to defend her individual rights for the first time. And I think it's an amazing story. So maybe one day I'll have David, and he can go live here and tell us that story, because it's very powerful. And right now, I want to just reach out to all my Mexican American and immigrants from Mexico out there, and see what's going on in Culiacan, in Sinaloa. Now, we all know that Sinaloa has always been a state where there is, that's where Caro Quintero came from, and you always had this you always knew somebody that were in the drug business. They were cartel, or they were narcos. There was no cartel back then. It was just narcos. But it had never been as bad as it is right now. So this is, I mean, if anybody tells you that we don't need a wall, I mean, these guys, they have a military weapons, and if they can overthrow the government in Mexico, can you imagine the power that they have if they came here? So that's what's up, guys. Say hi to my friend Barron Gonzalez. Barron, he got me in this mess. He's the one that signed me up to do this political stuff. And this guy, whenever I'm having a hard time in the movement, I call him out. I say, hey, look the mess you got me into. But anyway, I'm just grateful to be here, guys. I'm learning so much about myself and about this country, and it's just amazing. And I'm gonna be with the Adorable Deplorable later today. I'm trying to identify key players out there to interview. I want to know your story. I want you to tell your story, so we can share this with our community. Now, you've been reading all the data out there. I know that I hated saying Latinos for Trump. I hate saying Hispanics for Trump, because we should all be Americans. And a lot of Americans tell me, hey, Marco, why not Americans for Trump? Because the liberals have already been playing this identity politics, and they're going to fight with identity politics. That is the rules of the game. And there's 32 million new voters that represent the Hispanic community that are going to be up for grabs. How many of those 32 million are we going to get? I don't know. But I can tell you that if you take care of people like me, that if you go out there and take care of people that are trying to learn about this country, that are trying to be part of this, we have better chances to get Trump reelected by a big margin. I have no doubt he's going to be reelected, but I don't know how. Yesterday, this guys at the University of Utah were telling me how many Latinos I think we're going to get. Now, remember that in 2016, Latino Rebels, which was one of the main opposition media out there for us, used to call us the 12%. And they would laugh and they would just say, Marco, if you get more than 30%, we will delete our Twitter account. We will change our name, the Latino Rebels. We got 29%. They came very close. There is numbers out there that indicate that we're about 50% with Hispanics right now. Can you imagine if we get close to 60%? Not 60%, but close. Not only we're going to secure a victory for Donald J. Trump in 2020, but we're going to establish the political power that the Hispanic community has been working to have for a long time. And not just that, we're going to hit the liberal left and we're going to say, look, we're sick and tired of you telling us how to think, how to what to believe in. We want to preserve, we want to defend the American dream as our founding fathers envision it. And our conservative nature, the true nature of the Hispanic community being conservative, will be established then. Okay, so vote red, lead right. Make sure, if you're Hispanic American, make sure you make a lot of noise, because this is when. If it's now or never. This is when. This is when we tell the world that the white man with blue eyes is not my enemy. The white man with blue eyes is it's my sponsor in this country. He came here first. We need to make sure we understand that. The founding fathers created this. I was given this gift, the greatest gift that this country can give to somebody that has been born outside the walls of this nation. Citizenship. I was given equality of condition. Americans, you are a generous and noble nation, and many people have been taking advantage of you for too long. And Donald Trump says it all the time. It's time for America to rise to its true level. The America First mentality that we need to have. Latinos who Trump 2020 walk away. Yes, you know what, actually? I met with the team for the walkaway movement in Miami. They have in New York, they have an event, and they were reaching out to me to see if I can help them promote that event, because they're trying to reach out to people that speak Spanish. So I'm going to be helping them. There's a group that I'm part of. So, hey, Valentina's here. Everybody say hi to Valentina. She's one of the original Latinos for Trump. She, wow, she's a very strong. You don't want to mess with Valentina. I want to tell you that right up front. But she's a great patriot. She has helped me a lot. She helped me through all the taco trucks on every corner mess that I got myself into. But here we are. We survived, and we're stronger than ever. We're unstoppable. Just like she's saying, we're unstoppable. And we're going to go and hit the liberals. A hit to the liberals. A hit to the liver. A gancho al hígado. So that's what's up, guys. Happy Saturday. I'm going to say it again. I'm not selling this book. I'm actually just telling you that this tool is amazing, because if you don't have the tools, if you don't have the dialogue, if you don't have the specific understanding of what we're fighting for, you're not going to be able to defend it. The 100 questions that I learned to be able to pass the citizenship test wasn't enough. It's not enough. Yeah, you learn who was the first president of the United States. You learn about the 3 branches of government that Alexandria Cortez doesn't even know about. But you learn about all the mechanics of our government, okay? A lot of statistics, but it's not enough. You need a little bit more. You need to go and learn about this power that you have in your hands. An informed citizen. An informed citizen is the biggest weapon against the government. That's why they don't want us to be informed. Because if we're informed, we're going to say, wait a minute. It says right here that you work for us. It says right here that you take orders from us. So that's what's up, guys. And what am I? I'm preaching to the choir here. I know most of you guys out there know more than I do about all this. But you know what? At my own capacity, I'm here. At my own capacity, I'm turning this freaking phone on and I'm making love to the world. And I'm saying, this is who I am. This is why I support Donald J. Trump. And I'm asking you to walk with me. I'm asking you to march with me in this fight to make America great again, to keep America great again. At my own capacity. I'm not trying to lecture anybody. I'm not trying to be, the person with most views and more likes. And no. That's not who I'm trying to be. Thank God I have had obstacles in my life that have reduced me to the right side, to who I am. You guys know out there, and I say it all the time. I've been clean and sober for 12 years, knock on wood. That was the best thing that ever happened to me, to have those shortcomings, because that helped me authenticate myself and be true to myself and understand what integrity is, the mind, body, and soul. Understand that what I think, what I say, and what I act has to be the same. That I can't tell you, do this, if I don't show you with the example. That I can't tell you, I am this great man, if I am not walking. That I need to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Because I can come here, guys, and I can tell you, my name is Marco, I'm the president of blah, 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 and the chairman of blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. All right? And I can lie to you maybe for a month, 2 months, maybe 6 months. But eventually you're going to see who I am. Eventually you're going to see what I am made out of. Because this movement is a purification process. And you're not going to go through the eye of the needle unless you are who you say you are. And the mainstream media will make sure it'll spit you out. You start lying to your fellow patriots out there, it'll catch up with you. I guarantee you. It'll spit you out like a gargajo verde. Trust me. I've looked. So guys, that's what I have for today. I have somebody here from San Antonio, Texas. Gregorio, you guys in Texas, man, I wish I was in Texas. Because you guys, the future's in your hands. And here from California, all I can tell you is that you don't want to go blue. My friend, you don't want to go blue. I was in Arizona, I told him the same thing. You don't want to go blue. California should be red. And it's not red because of the mainstream media. If I can activate all this Mexican American, because about 80% of the Hispanics here are Mexican American. That's why I say that, not because I want to promote myself. If I can activate these Hispanics here, California would go red, like that. But you know what? Unfortunately, you know who I fight the most? The establishment. I fight the most not all the GOP. Not all of them but those people, they're afraid of me. They're afraid of me because I am going to tell them what's up, and I'm going to tell them, look, we are in this mess because you guys don't do anything. You know how much Hispanic engagement the GOP has done here in California? Zero. In fact, they don't even want to know anything about Latinos or Trump. They think it affects their brand. They don't even want to know anything about Trump. Most of them are anti-Trump. You don't want that in Texas, guys. You don't want that. Because your life as you know it will be gone forever. So here in California, here I am. I buy my own flags. I buy my own signs. No, there is no help whatsoever. But you know what? I don't care. As long as I have energy, I'm going to continue to fight for the Republic. I'm going to continue to bring our message of hope, the real hope, not the Obama hope, because the Obama hope was all bad. Well, I have a lot of friends in Texas that are working hard, that are doing a lot of good things. In fact, I don't know if you saw Martha Doss yesterday. She's the one that was wearing this flag, and then she became a U.S. citizen. I think in 2017. So, and there's another person. Her name is Reina, that just became a U.S. citizen too, to vote for Trump. And she had a sign, and she went up there, and the sign says, "I became a U.S. citizen, naturalized citizen in 2017, and I'm going to vote for Trump." So this is going to be the first time that she will cast the vote, and it will be for Donald Trump. And I was so on top of that. I made a couple of videos for her. I pushed her message on all my accounts. You know why? Because the Univision story, the data by Univision, is that 7 out of 10 people that are eligible to become a U.S. citizen have exercised the right to become U.S. citizens. But they're selling, Univision is selling that these people are becoming a U.S. citizen to vote against Donald Trump. That's what they're pushing. I don't think that is right, because most of these people that are becoming a U.S. citizen have had a taste of what it is to grow in a third world country. That's the last thing we want to. So I don't think these people will vote for the policies that are turning this country, this state, especially here in California, into a third world country. I think there's people that are becoming U.S. citizens are entrepreneurial people. They're merchants. They understand that if they work hard, this country will give them their golden dreams. The American dream. Because they have worked so hard not to give this back to the Democrats, so they can take away the beautiful American dream from their hands. And look at the new citizens. There's data out there that most immigrants are business owners. And I'm not talking just about Hispanics. I'm talking about the Asian community. They're people that understand that here everything is possible in this country. That it's not like it is in Mexico, where you are a surgeon, you are a doctor, and you have to sell chickens on the weekend so you can make ends meet. Right? They understand that, if you're an attorney in Mexico, you have to go and sell tacos so that you can have a normal life. So that's what's up, guys. Thank you for spending some time with me here. Time is not refundable, and I appreciate that you spend some time to listen to what I have to say. This is how truth is manifested, through the continuous interaction of ideas. We're not going to agree on everything. I understand that. And we shouldn't agree on everything. If you agree with everything I say, then you need to go see a doctor. But if you agree with, 70% of what I say, then I think we're in business. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate your words of encouragement. There's 3 ways you can help me. You can help me by sending me a prayer, a word of encouragement. You can buy one of my shirts. You can go to Amazon and just type Taco Politics, and you're going to see I have 5 shirts there. I have "You Are the Salsa to My Tacos." Let's talk about politics. I love you more than tacos. Taco politics. And if you don't like tacos, I'm not your type. Okay? So I love you more than tacos, guys. That's how much love I have for you. Thank you. Talk to you soon.